Check, 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 check. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? We going over the air loud and clear. Check 1 2. Can you hear me? All right, we about to get this started. Check 1 2 1 2. Peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to everybody up in here early. We about to get this started tonight. It's gonna be a crazy night tonight. I shout out all producers that came through. It's gonna be crazy. We got everybody representing the U.S., Canada, Africa, Europe, UK, all of that. Those that didn't represent will catch you next time. The Caribbean, South America, India, China, Australia. We get y'all next time. But we're gonna get this on and popping tonight. 16 producers. Let me give everybody a shout out real quick. We got people like HomeQuest in the building, Beans, Beats, Kane, Caleb, B Money Tech, Nispy, The Mad Black, produced by Jam, CJ Kami. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, you can correct me in the chat. CJ Kami, Kami, Old Banks, Butter, Sean Beats, Malik Bawa, Sound to Your Mind, Slumber Party, The Man with Many Styles, and Suiting Productions. So that's the 16 producers we got in the building tonight. Representing Van City, Vancouver, representing Virginia, Germany, North Carolina, Alaska. We got Pickering, we got Maryland, Nebraska, Toronto, of course, United Kingdom, of course, Birmingham, which is, UK, but people want to shout their specific region out. So shout out to Birmingham, New York, NY, the birthplace of all of this hip hop shit. Pennsylvania, Ghana, Botswana. We got Africa representing tonight, and Texas, the dirty, dirty. So shout out to all the producers in the building. If I didn't shout your city out, shout out to Detroit, Boston, Jersey, Cali, Cleveland, what's up? Baltimore, Ohio, Maryland, everybody out there. North Carolina, South Carolina. Shout out to all y'all. Marvel, what up? I see you in the chat. Hope to get you back in here. You know what I mean? Doing what you do. But we're going to get this started. We're not going to waste any time tonight because we got a packed house. We got a lot of producers. Y'all came to hear beats. You didn't come to hear me. So let's get this started. So first up to bat. Let me go down the drill real quick. For those that are new and don't know how to vote. So what we do is we play two beats. One beat from each producer. We go to the polls. You got 60 seconds to vote. Producer 1 or producer 2. To vote, you type exclamation vote space 1 or exclamation vote space 2 for whichever producer you like, 1 or 2. So don't go by where they're from. Don't go by how their name sounds, how fancy the name is. Just go by the sound of the beat. You like producer 1 or you like producer 2's beat. All right. So that's how it goes. No bias. Keep it fair. And just vote for the better beat, because that's what it's all about here tonight. So we're going to get right into it. Yeah, shout out to Red Jacket, DJ Red Jacket, not with us tonight, but with us in spirit, with us in the chat group. So we're going to jump right into this. We got HomeQuest going up against Beans Beats. So this is the drill. 60 seconds each producer, after which you go to the polls, you vote for producer number 1 or you go for producer number 2. Simple as that. So we're going to jump right into it. HomeQuest going up first. Let me just get this loaded up real quick. Let's do it.
I'm in the distribution. I'm like Def Jam. I'm like Def Jam. I'm like Def Jam. I'm in the distribution. I'm like Def Jam. Release fish scales on my desk.
the days when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. That sample, man. That sample never dies. Nice choice of beats, nice choice of samples, and that's a nice way to start the whole battle off. So that's what we got to look forward to the whole night. So lock in. We got about 2 hours here. We're gonna get it in. But first, let's drop Mr. Beans beats. See what you got to say about that. First beat, 60 seconds. Let's go.
That boy Cash making money, huh? Mook got the keys jumping.
Hey, Beans, play that one shit.
All right, so that's how it goes down for the very first opening round of tonight. Homequist versus Beans Beats. We're gonna go to the polls. Don't vote just yet. But when you do vote, it's exclamation vote space 1 for Homequist or vote exclamation vote space 2 for Beans Beats. So we're gonna go to the polls right now. 60 seconds. Oh man, it's a slow start to the night. 60 seconds. Polls are now open. Exclamation vote space 1 for Homequist. Exclamation vote space 2 for Beans Beats. Somebody saying Zaytoven had that Zaytoven feel to it. Polls are firing off. I like that. I like that. Again, you vote for the better beat. We don't care where you're from. We don't care what your name is. It's all about the beat. Got 25 seconds left on the polls. See who's going to take this first opening round. Get this party started right. For those that are joining us for the first time, this is Beat Economy 200, the online edition version of Battle of the Beatmakers, taking it to the digital online world. Since lockdown, everybody's kind of been home and locked down, so, you know, we got to bring it to the online digital world. So this is the online version of it, and this is Digital 200, where producers pay $25 to win 200. All right, so polls are closed. Producer number 2 takes the first one, Beans Beats, but it's not over yet. See what Homequist got to say for the second beat. 60 seconds. Let's go. I like that sample. Beans Beat, he's talking to you. He's saying you can't win. So let's see if you can win or not. Second beat, 60 seconds. Let's do it.
Sometimes I need a little something, babe, to help me out. Sometimes I need a little something, babe, to help me out. Sometimes I need a little something, babe, to help me out.
This is gonna be a tight one. All right, we're gonna go to the polls. It's gonna be a tight one, but 60 seconds. Exclamation vote Holmquist. Exclamation vote space. Sorry. Exclamation vote space 1 Holmquist. Exclamation vote space 2 for Beans Beats. Polls are now open. 60 seconds. Get your vote in and make sure vote for the better beat. It would be dope to have a round 3 just to put that out there, but it's up to y'all. Y'all decide where you want this to go. Shout out to Chicago too. Wouldn't be right to wear the B and not represent for Chi-Town. Represent for them Bulls. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. I like that sample. All right, we got about 20 seconds left on the polls. See where this goes. This is gonna be a clean sweep. We go into a round 3. Just never know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the polls are closed, and we are going to a round 4. All right, Holmquist takes that one. So we go into round 3, and let's see who's going to take this best of 3. Holmquist, third beat, 60 seconds. Let's jump right in. Yeah, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. Holmquist. Shout out to Holmquist, man. That's a vibe. But let's see what Beans Beat got to say. Third beat for the first opening round. Somebody is moving on after this beat. Someone is not. Let's see who it is. 60 seconds. Beans Beats.
Hey, Beans, play that one shit.
This is a good opening round. This is a good, perfect matchup. Holmquist versus Beans Beats. Salute both producers for opening this up tonight. However it goes, you're both dope. Hope to see one of you back, whoever doesn't make it tonight. But we're going to go to the polls and find out just who that's going to be. So it's exclamation vote space 1 for Holmquist or exclamation vote space 2 for Beans Beats. Polls are now open. You got 60 seconds to do the right thing. Let's get it in. Got some more heavy hitters coming up next round. Got some heavy hitters coming up throughout the whole night, if it's night. I know for some of y'all it's early in the morning right now. Overseas, you're on the West Coast, it's early, early evening or late afternoon. Got about 20 seconds left on the polls. Make sure you guys vote correctly. Exclamation vote space 1 or exclamation vote space 2. Oh, I see some people. Okay, so some people are trying to vote for both producers. All right, cool. You like both? They're both dope. Definitely. So whoever wins, salute. And whoever doesn't win for this particular battle is always next week. Polls are closed and Home Quiz takes that one. Just slides through, winning the last 2 rounds. Salute to Beans Beats. Very dope. First time having you on the platform. Hopefully we have you back. It was definitely dope to hear some of your music. It's definitely a vibe to it. The crowd was appreciating it. But Holmquist takes that win, first win for tonight. Moving on to the next round, the cutthroat round. So we'll see you back then. But in the meantime, in between time, we got the past three-peat champion, Mr. Kane Caleb. And by the way, Kane just dropped a hot track. Kane, if you're in the chat, you could let people know. Put a link into this track you just dropped today. Crazy, 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 crazy. What UK is dealing with is crazy over there. So definitely check that joint out. Want to hear that? The people want to hear that. Some new heat that he just dropped today. So go holler at that. But let's get to this battle. So Kane Caleb versus B Money Tech. Kane Caleb, you already know the drill. 60 seconds. Let's go. What can you say? Next beat. That's just crazy. B Money Tech, let's see what you got. 60 seconds. Let's see if you could match that or beat that. 60 seconds. You already know the drill. Dope. That's a dope clash. I like that. And then someone said in the chat group, yeah, a female would definitely go on that. Would be dope on that. So let's go to the chat once again and let's see. Is it K and Caleb or is it B Money Tech for the first beat of the first round? It's exclamation vote space 1 for K and Caleb or exclamation vote space 2 for B Money Tech. Polls are now open. 60 seconds. Let's get it in. I like both of them. K and Caleb, dope. You know. B Money Tech, dope. Definitely a vibe. Somebody saying, how many slides you gonna use? Well, you know, that's the nature of the game nowadays. I guess as long as you use them correctly, then it is what it is. I remember a time when everybody was using Southside Siren sound, and he wasn't too pleased with everybody using his sound, but it is what it is. So that's just the nature of production. You really think about it, I mean, the fact you're using someone's drum kit, it's someone else's. You're using someone's sounds, it's someone else's, and they got it from somewhere who got it from somewhere. So unless you play the actual instrument, you got it from somebody who got it from somebody. I guess it's just how you use it. But anyway, we got no time left. Polls are closed, and producer number one is taking that first round. So Kane Caleb takes the first one, but it's not over. Got a second round. So Kane Caleb second beat, 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, so that's Kane Caleb's second beat. Gonna see what B Money Tech has to say about that. 60 seconds. Let's do it. All right. We are back, and the polls are closed. Polls are closed, and Mr. Kane Caleb is taking that one. So Kane Caleb is walking his way to the second round. But shouts out to B Money Tech. Dope beats, dope vibe. Hope to have you back, my man. Dope stuff. So, you just come to a battle, you learn, you feel what it is, you see what it's like, how the crowd is voting and whatnot, and you come back and you prepare for that. Customize it, prepare, take some feedback from other producers, and you just come back better next time. That's all it's about. Many producers have lost. Lincoln the Crux is a perfect example. I'll use him as the model. He been in 5 battles, at least 5 battles, and lost every battle, and then came back to do a back-to-back win, going for the three-peat next time. So that's how it's done, man. And people say it's biased. Well, if it was biased, then they would have been voting for him from the first 5 battles. They wouldn't have waited for him to lose 5 battles just for him to win. So, you know what I mean? That bias and the bots and all that stuff is out the window. Anyway, Kane is moving on to the next round. B Money Tech, as I said, hope to have you back. We're now going to jump overseas. We got the battle from the motherland. We got 2 producers representing that West Africa and that South Africa. And we're going to see what's going on in Africa. See what the vibe is in Africa. Nispy, the Mad Black. Kane Caleb saying the same thing. He lost 5 battles before he won. So again, if it was all based on it's rigged and you just bring in your friends, well, in that case, these dudes wouldn't have lost all those battles in order to win 5 battles down because they spent money for each of those battles they lost. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't add up. Anyway, 60 seconds, Nispy. First beat representing Ghana. The Mad Black representing Botswana. So we got the West African, South African thing going on. Y'all conspiring on us. What's going on over in Africa? 60 seconds, Nispy. Let's go.
Nisbet did his big, boy.
Salute to Ghana. All right. Now let's see what Botswana got to say. 60 seconds. This is the African Connect happening here tonight. See what goes down. All right, so there you have it. Nispy representing Ghana, the Mad Black representing Botswana, but none of that matters when you vote. You just vote for the better beat. So 60 seconds when I go to the polls. It's exclamation vote space 1 for Nispy, not Nipsey, Nispy, and exclamation vote space 2 for the Mad Black. Polls are now open. Let the better beat win. All right, we got about 10 seconds left on the polls. Let's see if we go into the west or we go into the south. Polls are about to close. And producer number 1 is taking that. Nispi taking the first round, but it's not over yet. Let's see what else Ghana has in store. Second beat, first round, 60 seconds. Nispi, let's go.
Nispi did his beat, boy.
Well done, Nispi. Well done, well done. I like that. Some different flavor, man. Bringing Africa to the forefront of this whole beat making movement. Shout out to Lincoln the Crux as well, representing Botswana. But right now we got another representative from Botswana. He goes by the name of the Mad Black. Second beat, 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, so both beats got the chat talking. We're going to see what that leads to in the actual votes. To the polls we go. Exclamation vote space 1 for Nispi, representing that. I ain't even going to say because it ain't about where you from, but in this case, Ghana. And the Mad Black representing Botswana. So, exclamation vote space 1 is for Nipsey. Exclamation vote space 2 is for the Mad Black. Don't vote from where they're from. Don't vote based on where they're from. Vote for the better beat. Polls are now open. Let's get it in. Raw Will, you voted too early, so get that vote in one more time if you don't mind, sir. This is a good night. Starting off right. A lot of dope beats, a lot of heat tonight from all over the world as always. For at least the last 10 years we've been representing worldwide, so don't matter where you from, we open to everybody. Very first winner that came from overseas was a female producer from Amsterdam. Flew all the way to Toronto to battle back in 2010. And ever since then, it's just been, everybody flying from everywhere. Flying from Africa, flying from UK, Europe, all over the place. Australia, South America, Trinidad, Jamaica. Shout out to all the producers all over the world. So this poll is closed, and it looks like it's a clean sweep. Mr. Ghana is taking that one. Nispi, we're going to see you in the next round, cutthroat round. Shout out to the Mad Black doing your thing. Definitely come back next week. See if we could change this around and put Botswana on top. All right, so we're moving on to the next round. We got Produced by Jam versus CJ Kami. Can let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but I believe it's CJ Kami. So without any further ado, Produced by Jam, 60 seconds. Let's go and see what you got cooking. All right, produced by Jam. I see you. I see you. I hear that. I could almost envision that in a movie or so, or a sound, or like yeah, I see that in a movie, man. A certain some kind of scene, but I could see that in some kind of movie. CJ Kami, 60 seconds. Let's go. First beat for the night. Let's see what you got to say about that beat by produced by Jam. 60 seconds. Nice opening round. CJ Kami, definitely a vibe. I could just see myself cruising down the road listening to that. That's a vibe to that for sure. All right, so let's go to the polls. Some people in the chat saying that sound like something Post Malone would be on. All right, I hear that. Could see Post Malone on that. 60 seconds. So you know the drill. Exclamation vote space 1 for produced by Jam or exclamation vote space 2 for CJ Kami. Polls are now open. 60 seconds. Let's get it in. Got less than 30 seconds on the polls. Polls are flying in. We gonna see who's going to not the cutthroat yet, but at least to the next round. Three, two, one. And polls are now closed. And producer number 2 takes that one. CJ Kami. But it's not over yet. Never is. Another round to go. Produced by Jam. Second beat of the first round. 60 seconds. Let's get it in.
Carrying on the beat, being your damn monster.
Went silent for a second. So as I said, that was fire. That was fire. That just you know what I mean. If anybody was sleeping for a minute, that woke them up. That was heavy. So we're gonna see what CJ Kami got to say in response to that, because that was flames. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I like where this is going tonight. Everybody's bringing the A game, trying to get that bag. As I said, $200 is on the line. Beat Economy 200. But let's go with CJ Kami and see what he got to say in response to that beat.
CJ, man.
right, so that was CJ Kami, his response to that crazy shit we heard from Produced by Jam. We're gonna go to the polls and see what you thought about that round, where it's gonna go, who's making it to the next round of Cutthroat. Is it Produced by Jam or is it CJ Kami? Exclamation vote space 1 is for Produced by Jam or exclamation vote space 2 for CJ Kami. Polls are now open. And like Spike Lee said way back in the day, do the right thing. Polls are flying in, votes are flying in. Both producers getting a lot of love in this round. Both brought the heat. And once again, whoever wins or doesn't win, salute both of y'all because y'all both got fire. Be nice to have round 3 though. This should be a perfect duo for round 3. Yeah, I agree with the polls. We need a round 3, but it's not up to me. It's up to y'all. So we're gonna see what y'all vote is like. 3, 2, 1, and polls are closed. And who is moving on to the second round? Who's moving on to the Cutthroat round? Mr. CJ Kami, representing that UK, United Kingdom. Coming crazy. UK is crazy. UK is on flames, man. There's a lot of regions that are just crazy, man. I remember back in the day it was just New York. Everything was just New York, and then they moved to just Cali, then they moved to the South. But now it's UK, Africa, Canada, Toronto, everybody. Everybody's jumping into the mix. So it's crazy how it just moves around like that. France is in there, Germany's in there. There's so many places popping. But in this particular round, CJ Kami takes it. Produced by Jam, Hold Your Head King, because that beat was dumb crazy. But we're gonna move along. Hope to have you back next week. By the way, Produced by Jam, because we all want to hear some more from what you got, some more of that heat. Moving right along, we got Old Banks versus Butter. Old Banks going first. 60 seconds is the name of the game. Let's see what you got. All right, so that is the first opening beat from Old Banks. Little different flavor, but it's all good. We need that. We appreciate that. Sounded good. All right, Butter, 60 seconds. Let's see what you got. Got that parquet. Got that parquet butter. All right. We're going to the polls. That was a dope matchup. Dope matchup. I like that. A little different flavor. So It's exclamation vote space 1 for Old Banks or exclamation vote space 2 for Butter. Polls are now open. Do the right thing. Vote for the better beat. And we're going to see who moves on to the next round. Is it Old Banks or is it Butter? A little less than 30 seconds left on the polls. Silence. All right, so Butter took that one. We go into the second beat of the second round. Old Banks up. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Shit is suicide crazy.
That took a while to get into, but when I got into it, I F with it. I F with it. I like that. I like that. All right, Butter, let's see what you got to say in response to that. Hope you got a bulletproof vest because you were shooting the place up with that intro. 60 seconds, Butter, let's go.
Butter.
All right, so that was the second beat from Butter. We're going to go to the polls, see what y'all think about those two beats. Is it exclamation vote space 1 for Old Banks or exclamation vote space 2 for Butter? Polls are now open. Do the right thing, vote for the better beat, and let's see who moves on to the cutthroat round. So this opening round is best of 3 beats. The next 2 rounds are 1 beat each, and then when we get to the final 2 producers, it's back to the best of 3. That's why producers need 8 beats. If you're interested in joining this battle, go to the website battleofthebeatmakers.com. $25 will win you 200 if you win. $50 will win you 500 if you win, and 100 will win you 1,000 if you win. All right. The schedule for July is up on the site, so you can check that out if you think you're ready to step up to the challenge. You got about 10 seconds left on the polls. See if we're gonna go to a round 3 tonight. It's very close. It's very close. Oh man, it's very close. And polls are closed. And Butter just edged his way through. Just edged his way through. It was a tie right down to the last 3 seconds, and Butter just edged his way through. So Butter's taking that one. Shout out to Old Banks. That was dope. That was really dope. But sometimes it's those little couple seconds right down to the end, because you guys were like back to back the whole through the whole 60 seconds, right down to the last 3 seconds. So Butter took that. Going to the next round. Shout out to Old Banks once again. Very dope. Very dope. We had trouble with his beats actually at first. His first beat was giving us a lot of problems, but we finally figured it out. So I'm glad we figured it out because it was dope to hear it. We finally got played. So shouts out to Old Banks doing your thing. Hope to get you again next week. The 200, 500, or 1,000. Pick your choice. Up next, we got one of the old vets who was around in the earlier battles, made his way back. Sean Beats versus Malik Bawa. So we're going to see what they got for the first round. Sean Beats, 60 seconds. Let's get down with the madness. Let's go. My bad. Let's give a proper introduction. So that was Sean Beats for the first beat. Dope. Let's give 60 seconds to Malik Bawa. Do your thing. Let's see what you got. All right, that's another good matchup. That was another good pairing up of the two producers, Sean Beats and Malik Bawa. I like. All right, so we're going to go to the polls. You already know the drill. Exclamation vote space 1 for Sean Beats. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. And polls are now open. Shout out to both producers, definitely doing their thing. They say Drake would ride on that. All right. Yep. Champagne Poppy could probably ride on that indeed. "30 seconds left on the polls. We're gonna see who's going to the next round. Got about 2 more rounds after this before we get to the cutthroat. 2 more rounds of producers before we get to the cutthroat. Drake need to call these producers up. Well, Drake's been calling up producers from BBM. There's a lot of producers from BBM that ended up on Drake's albums. A long list of them. So I'm sure he got ears to the street. He knows what's up. All right, polls are closed. And producer number 2 is taking that. Malik Bawa is taking the first round, but it's not over yet. Let's see what Sean Beats got to say in response to that. Second beat, 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, Sean. I like. Let's see what Malik Bawa got to say about that. 60 seconds. Let's go. That was the proper response. This is every matchup I heard tonight was a good matchup. I like every pair of producers that I've heard tonight so far, and this one didn't didn't let me down at all. So we're gonna go to the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for Sean Beats. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. Polls are now open. Vote for the better beat. This is a crazy night so far. We just getting started. You know the next round is even crazier because it's cutthroat. Pick your best beat to get through that round and best beat to get through the following round till we get to the finals and best of 3 again. Crazy. So we're gonna see what happens in this round. We got about 30 seconds left on the polls. Polls are flying in. Exclamation vote space 1 for Sean Beats. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. A lot of fresh blood, a lot of first timers in the battle tonight, so that's also dope. Shout out to all the producers that had the courage to step up to the plate. I'm sure they were sitting back watching battle after battle and figuring the right time when they wanted to finally jump in. So if you're one of those producers watching this, this might be your time to jump in, just like these producers are for the first time. Polls are now closed, and producer number 2 is taking that, Malik Bawa. But shout out to Sean Beats. Definitely coming back and doing your thing, and the beats were fire. You know, it's just sometimes you got a competitor that's just, you know what I mean, also doing his thing. So in this case, Malik Bawa took it. So we're going to see him in the next round. Sean Beats, definitely don't feel no way to come back next week. 200, 500, if you want to go with the big dogs, the 1,000. But salute to you. Definitely doing your thing, Sean Beats. All right. Next up, we got Sound to Your Mind versus Slumber Party. However this goes, salute to Slumber Party. I like that name. That's a dope producer name, Slumber Party. I like that. Kind of like the Party Next Door vibe, but Slumber Party. That's an ill name for a producer. So 60 seconds, sound to your mind. Let's see what you got in store. Let's go.
Sound to your mind.
Sound to your mind, bringing that UK vibe. There's a lot of UK flavor in here tonight. Shouts out to all the UK producers, the Birmingham, the Manchesters. Where am I missing? London. You know, shouts out to the whole UK movement, man. Very dope. Slumber Party, let's see what you got to say in response to that. Live up to your name. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Slumber Party.
Slumber Party. All right. Some interesting stuff people saying in the chat. Some people talking about the mix, but you know what? When I hear that beat, it actually makes me think of a slumber party. So it actually kind of fits the vibe to the name, to the sound, and everything like that. But we're gonna go to the votes, to the polls, and see what they think about this. Vote with your exclamation vote space 1 for sound to your mind, or exclamation vote space 2 for slumber party. And you let me know what you think. 60 seconds. Don't vote before the votes actually open. Somebody actually put a vote in too early, so that won't count. If that was you, you know who you are, vote again. And just so people know, you can only vote once. You can type 10 times if you like, but only one will count. So if you want to get your Twitter fingers on or your, keyboard fingers on, go for it. But only one vote counts. Polls are flying in. We got less than 30 seconds left on the polls. Let's see who's going to go to, who's taking the first round here. 10 seconds left on the polls. Polls are now closed, and producer number 2 takes it. Slumber Party. All right, that was an interesting round. So we're gonna see what happens in the second round. Sound to your mind. 60 seconds. Let's go.
Sound to your mind.
All right, so that's Sound to Your Mind, second beat. Let's see what Slumber Party got to say in response to that. Slumber Party, 60 seconds. Let's go.
Slumber Party.
Slumber Party. Slumber Party. I dig the name. I dig the name. All right, we're going to go to the polls. 60 seconds to decide. Is it exclamation vote space 1 for Sound to Your Mind or exclamation vote space 2 for Slumber Party? Polls are now open, so get your vote in and decide who's going to the next round. Is it a clean sweep or is it going to best of 3? Let's find out in about 50 seconds. We almost down to the cutthroats. We got one more matchup after this, and then we'll be down to the cutthroat. One beat apiece all the way down to the finals. Yeah, I appreciate all the matchups tonight. All the matchups were nice tonight, so everybody definitely doing their thing. Once again, this is Beat Economy 200, where producers are battling for the bag. $200 on the line. They put 25 bucks up, brought 8 beats to the table. One of them is going to walk home away with $200 more in his pocket tonight. Shouldn't say him, could be a her. We just know the names. We don't know what gender they are, so could be some females up in here tonight. So he or her will walk away with $200 tonight. Polls are now closed, and producer number 1 taking that. So shouts out to Sound to Your Mind. We go into a round 3, and we're going to start off with Sound to Your Mind. Third beat, 60 seconds. Let's do it.
Sound to Your Mind. If drill pop was a thing, this would be it. Oh, crazy. That's crazy. Shout out DJ Red Jacket. Pop drill was a thing, this would be it. I like that. I like that. Had a nice bounce to it, man. Shout out to Sound to Your Mind.
But let's see what Slumber Party got to say about that. We're gonna end this right here, or what? 60 seconds, Slumber Party. Let's get it in.
Slumber Party.
All right, Slumber Party doing his thing. I like both beats, both different, And people always in the chat talking. I shouldn't even say in the chat. People in general, this whole drill thing, the UK, Brooklyn, Chicago. Shout out to everybody who knows how to take that sound and flip it and make it their own. You know what I mean? That's hip hop. Everybody takes from everybody. That's hip hop. That's the nature of hip hop. That's the root of hip hop. Sampling. So if it's drill and it's Chicago, if it's UK, if it's Brooklyn, if it sounds dope, that's all that really matters. But salute to everybody doing their thing. We're gonna go to the polls real quick. 60 seconds. Exclamation vote space 1 for Sound to Your Mind. Exclamation vote space 2 for Slumber Party. Polls are now open. Do the right thing. Vote for the better beat and let the better producer move forward to the next round. What producers should be thinking about more so than the drill thing is who's going to create the next sound, the next wave, the next thing that everybody will be following you. You know, that's what we need right now. You know, drill is dope, trap's dope, boom bap is dope, everything is dope that has come forward, you know. But yeah, what's next? Who's going to create that next sound? That's what we need. That's what we want. Got about 10 seconds left on the polls. Polls are now closed. And moving on to the cutthroat round is my man Slumber Party or my woman Slumber Party. I don't know who you are, but by the name, I might assume it's a dude. So shout out to Slumber Party. Shout out to Sound to Your Mind, UK doing your thing, always doing your thing, always representing the whole UK. Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, I think Bristol, you guys said out there, Coventry. There's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of different regions you guys had mentioned that I ain't aware of, but Liverpool for sure, Manchester for sure, Birmingham for sure, Coventry's a new one. I think there's one that started with a D, Dublin or something like that. But shouts out to the UK, definitely doing the thing and always well represented in the battles here tonight. Shout out to 5 Beats too, another dope producer from the UK. So Slumber Party's moving on. Sound to Your Mind. Shout out to you. Hope to have you back next week to 200, 500, 1,000, whichever one you want to jump into. It's on you. Moving right along. The last matchup for tonight's first round. After this, it's cutthroat all the way down to the finals. So we got the man with many styles going against Suiting Productions. So the man with many styles. Oh yeah, correction. Dublin is in Ireland. I should have known that. But there is a D. Dudley. Okay, that's it. Dudley. Shout out to Dudley. The man with many styles. 60 seconds. Let's go. right, the man with many styles, always coming with that left field, unorthodox. You never know what to expect. You never know what to expect from the man with many styles because he got many styles. So we're gonna see what the Suiting Productions got the same response to that. Shout out for the names, man. Just these long names. The man with many styles, Suiting Productions. This is the battle of the long names. So whoever loses got to cut the name in half. Suiting Productions, 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, so that was Suiting Productions' first beat. Two different abstract styles, so it'll be interesting to see. Once again, they're matched up right, because it wouldn't be right it wouldn't sound right to have that dude going up against something totally like trap or drill, because those two different styles. So it's cool. It is what it is. We're gonna go to the polls and see what the chat has to say, what the viewers have to say. Is it exclamation vote space 1 for Man with Many Styles, or is it exclamation vote space 2 for Suiting Productions? Polls are now open. We're going to see which producer has to cut the name in half after this battle. Man with Many Styles. I'm going to have to say the Man Styles. The Man Styles versus Suiting. You lose this battle, you got to cut your name in half. See what the next round is going to look like. The cutthroat rounds are going to be pretty sick. Five seconds left on the polls for this first round. We're going to see who's taking the first round. Polls are closed, and producer number 1, Man with Many Styles, keeping your long ass name for one more round. All right, let's see if we're going to do that again. 60 seconds, second round. Let's do it.
You are being stimulated by Digiron. It's Digiron.
One thing is for certain, the Man with Many Styles doesn't follow nobody. He has his own lane, he does his own thing, and he just sticks to him. He ain't trying to follow nobody's style. He does his own style. He reminds me of like an Old Dirty Bastard as a producer. If Old Dirty was a producer, he probably would sound like the Man with Many Styles. But anyway, we're going to go to Suiting Productions and see what he got for his second beat. 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, so that was 60 seconds from Suiting Productions. Let's see if that was enough to get him into a round 3, because that's what he needs right now to stay in this battle. So we're going to go to the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for the man with many styles, or exclamation vote space 2 for Suiting Productions. Polls are now open. Do the right thing. Vote for the better beat. And let's see who makes it on to the cutthroat round. Let's see if we're even going to a round 3, or we ending this right here now. Man with many styles, exclamation vote space 1. Suiting Productions, exclamation vote space 2. Polls are streaming in. Got about 40 seconds on the polls before we wrap this whole first round up. Or not. Might be a round 3. FT Studios, don't forget the exclamation before vote, or that doesn't count. It always has to be exclamation before the vote, space, and then a number. Space between the vote and the number. Exclamation, vote, space, and then the number. Anything other than that doesn't count. So if your favorite producer loses, it might be because you voted wrong. Polls are closed. And the man with many styles takes it. Shout out to Suiting Productions. As the rules go, you got to cut your name now. You got to cut that name down. When you come back, you just got to be Suiting, or you just got to be Productions. But this was the battle for the long names, and this man with many styles took this battle. Now I'm just playing with y'all. Suiting Productions, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Stay unorthodox. Stay doing your thing. Come back next week. 200, 500, 1,000, whatever it may be. Step your game up and just, come with it. Now that you've been in the battle for the first time, you got to see what the competition is like. So now you know what you got to do when you come back to the next round, or the next battle. So we're going to move right into the next. We don't really need an intermission. Y'all need an intermission? Y'all need an intermission? Talk to me. If y'all need an intermission, are we ready to just go straight into this? You ready to go right into the next round, cutthroat? 1 beat apiece. Don't got that second beat to save you. It's 1 beat and that's it. All right, no intermission. Cool. We going straight into it. We got Holmquist going against Kane Caleb. 1 beat apiece. So you guys just gotta throw down your A game right now. For these next 2 rounds, it's 1 beat apiece. We got 8 remaining producers. We got Holmquist. We got Kane Caleb. We got Nispy. We got CJ Kami. We got Butter. We got Malik Bawa. We got Slumber Party. And we got my man, the man with many styles. So first up is Holmquist. 1 beat. Let's see what you got, Holmquist. If this 1 beat is enough to get you through to the next round of cutthroat. 60 seconds. Let's go. All right, Holmquist, we see what you're saying. We see what you're doing there. We see what you're doing there. Kane Caleb, let's see what you got to say in response to that. 60 seconds. Let's do it. right, so 60 seconds from Kane Caleb. You just heard 60 seconds from Holmquist before that. This is a cutthroat round. They don't got a second beat to save them. So we're going to go to the polls, and it's exclamation vote space 1 for Holmquist, exclamation vote space 2 for Kane Caleb. Let the better producer win. Polls are now open. Do the right thing and vote for the better beat. Let's see who's going to the next round of cutthroat. One step closer to the finals, one step closer to the bag. Kane has already did a three-peat on here, so he already knows what the bag feels like times 3. Going for the 4th peat tonight. But not if Holmquist could stop that right here and now. So let's see what the polls are saying. We got about 30 seconds left on the polls. Votes are still streaming in. Make sure you vote correctly. Exclamation vote space and then the number. So far, it looks like everybody's voting correctly, so that's good. You only get 1 vote, so even if you type it in 10 times, it only counts once. But we appreciate you taking that time and energy to vote 10 times. All right, so polls are closed, and producer number 2, Kane Caleb, on his journey to another bag. Shout out to Holmquist doing your thing, and as I always say, the fact you made it to the second round means you did something right. So shout out to you for getting that far. Try again next week. 200, 500, 1,000. It's up to you. Come back in, see what the competition is like, see what you got to do different next time, and just do your thing. Be on your A game for next time around. So shout out to Holmquist once again. Salute to you, man. Kane Caleb doing his thing. Next up, we got Nispy going up against CJ Kami. Then this should be an interesting matchup. Once again, it's 1 beat apiece. You do not have a second beat to save you. So whatever you selected for this beat, hope it was the right choice. 60 seconds, Nispy. Let's go.
This bitch is big, boy.
Nispy, I see you. That's what's going on in Ghana. I see you in Accra. Shouts out to Accra. Shouts out to Kumasi. I see you. That's one of my bucket list places to visit is Ghana for sure. So shouts out to Ghana. Shouts out to Nispy. CJ Kami, let's see what you got to say. This is the cutthroat round. This beat will determine if you're going to the next cutthroat round or does this journey stop right here and you got to come all the way, wait till next week to come back. So 60 seconds. Let's get it in.
CJ, man.
tight round. That's a tight round. Yeah, that could. Hey, hey, y'all vote. 60 seconds! Exclamation vote space 1 for Nispy. Exclamation vote space 2 for CJ Kami. You guys decide who wins this cutthroat and who's going to the next round of cutthroat. Who's gonna edge their way to the bag? Polls are open. Exclamation vote space 1 for Nispy. Exclamation vote space 2 for CJ Kami. That was a tight round. All right, we got about 5 seconds left on the polls. Polls are streaming in. And polls are closed. All right, so producer number 2 is taking that one. CJ Kami moving on to the next round. But shout out to Nispy representing Ghana Lovely, representing Africa Lovely, doing the thing. Appreciate that. That was dope. That's really dope, man. We need more producers from Africa because there's so many countries, so many different flavors, man. Like Congo, Ethiopia, Senegal, Gambia, South Africa, Botswana, Nigeria. It's like there's so many countries, so many different flavors. So definitely need to see more of y'all back in here. But CJ Kami moving on. Salute to Nispy once again. Next up, we got Butter against Malik Bawa. I'm going to jump right into this as we wind down here. So Butter, 60 seconds. Let's go.
Butter.
All right, 60 seconds from Butter. We jumping right into Malik Bawa. 60 seconds. Let's go. Okay, Malik Bawa, we see you, we hear you loud and clear. We're gonna go to the polls and see what's going on this year. All right, 60 seconds. It is what it is. Exclamation vote space 1 for Butter. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. Polls are now open. Vote for the better producer. You know how we do. Always do the right thing when it comes to these battles here. Don't care where you're from. We don't care what your name is, who you're affiliated with. It's either your beat is dope or it's not. and just vote like that. A lot of the people in the chat are also fellow producers, so you're getting peer feedback. If they like it, if they don't like it, if they didn't like how you flipped something, didn't like how you chopped it, if they thought it wasn't clean enough, it's your fellow comrades judging you. So that's what it is at Beat Economy 200, Beat Economy 500. For Beat Economy 1000, we will have guest judges. So if you want to jump into that, you can do that next month. But for here, it's your peers judging you. 2, 1, 0. Polls are now closed, and CJ Kami taking that. Sorry, my bad. Malik Bawa taking that. My bad, folks. So Malik Bawa taking that. CJ Kami's already in it. We already know that. Malik Bawa stepping up to the plate, going to the next round of the Cutthroats. Salute to Butter. See you back next week. 200, 500, 1000. It's all up to you. Bring Boy Wonder back for a judge. Boy Wonder is more for the stage, Wonder would be more for the stage. We've had Wonder as a judge since way back in 2008. You know what I'm saying? He's battling in the 2005, 2006, 2007. He even battled kind of like a fun round in 2008. But from 2008, he's been judging our battles. So 2008, 2010, 2011, 2015, 2016. So he's judged like 5 or 6 battles. You know what I'm saying? So, when we get back to everything opening up, maybe we'll get him back in as a judge. All right, so moving right along, we got Slumber Party going against the man with many styles. So, Slumber Party, 60 seconds. Let's go.
Slumber Party. That was dope. Slumber Party, open it up, not playing no games for Cutthroat. That's what this is all about. This is Cutthroat, take no prisoners. But let's see what the man with many styles got to say about that. 60 seconds, let's do it.
Would face each other in full contact, with one winner emerging as the superior warrior, the champion.
Man with many styles, living up to his name once again, chopping up, mixing up all those styles like a big pot of gumbo. You're just mixing up your lobster, your shrimp, everything. Just throw that in there, cook that up. All right. So we're going to go to the polls and see what y'all thought about that pot of gumbo exclamation vote space 1 for Slumber Party, or exclamation vote space 2, the man with many styles. Polls are now open. Do the right thing. Get the vote in. Vote for the better beat. You know how we do. This is the last round for the first round of Cutthroat. After this, we'll have 4 producers left. They'll all do Cutthroat one more time until we get to the finals, and then the final 2 will be best of 3 until we get a winner. Somebody will be walking home with the bag tonight, 200 on the line. If you are a producer who thinks you're ready to step up, go to the website, battleofthebeatmakers.com. $25 to get you in for this $200 battle. So $25 to get you in to win $200, $50 to get you in to win $500, or $100 to get you in to win $1,000. So again, the $200 and the $500 is judged by your peers, and then the $1,000 will have guest judges. It won't be Boy Wonder and Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin doesn't do beat battles. We had him for the first and only beat battle he ever judged, and he hasn't ever judged a beat battle since, and doesn't judge beat battles. So the only time you'll ever see Metro judging a battle is if you go and watch some of our archive videos on YouTube. 2014 with Sunny Digital, and that was a crazy battle. All right, polls are closed, and the man with many styles is taking that battle. So people want something different. They want a man with many styles. So it is what it is. The man with many styles going to the second round of Cutthroat. All right, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go right into the third round. 4 producers left. You got Kane Caleb, you got CJ Kami, you got Malik Bawa, and you got the man with many styles. So we're going to jump right into this. Unless you guys want an intermission, let me know. Want an intermission? I need to run and get your smoke, get your drink on. All right, we're going straight through it. Kane Caleb versus CJ Kami. The battle for the UK. Whoever loses got to get the out of the UK. All right, Kane going first. 60 seconds. Let's see what you got in the stash. The winner of this, get your one-way ticket. You out of the UK, homie. Kane Caleb, let's do it. All right, so second round of Cutthroat. That's Kane Caleb coming out with the guns blazing, representing the UK. CJ Kami counteracting that, about to counteract that with his flavor of the UK. You know what I'm saying? This is a battle of the UK producers right here. So 60 seconds, CJ Kami, let's see what you got.
CJ, man.
check this out. They got cheap flights to Germany right now. So whoever loses of this UK battle, Germany, one-way flight, $99, get you over there, or pounds, 99 pounds, get you one way to Germany. This is the battle of the UK producers. 60 seconds on the polls. Exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb. Exclamation vote space 2 for CJ Kami. Polls are now open. Do the right thing and vote for the better beat. All right, polls are closed, and producer number uno, Kane Caleb's taking that one. So Kane Caleb is going to the finals. Mr. Three-Peat himself is going to the finals, but it wouldn't be right to not to shout out my man CJ Kami. First time in the battles, and you made it this far. That's a definitely, shout out to you. You definitely did your thing, definitely represented, brought some heat tonight. We appreciate that. A new name to the vibe, a new name to the team, to the platform. So shout out to CJ Kami bringing more of that UK flavor. We definitely always appreciate producers from the UK because they always definitely do their thing and represent. But yeah, so Kane is moving on to the finals. He got best of 3, so he could chill in his pocket. He done got no more cutthroat for tonight. Got the best of 3, so that's how it goes down. But let's see who's going to be joining you in the finals. We got Mr. Malik Bawa versus the man with many styles. So one of these producers will be joining Kane Caleb in the finals tonight. Is it Malik Bawa? 60 seconds. Let's find out.
24.
Malik Bawa just gliding his way into the final cutthroat for tonight. Let's see how the unorthodox man with many styles, see what he got in store. 60 seconds, the man with many styles. Let's do it. The man with many styles lives up to his name. All right, we're gonna go to the polls and see who took that round of Cutthroat. Was it Malik Bawa or was it the man with many styles? The drill is the same as it was last time. Exclamation vote space 1 for the first producer, Malik Bawa. Exclamation vote space 2 for the second producer, the man with many styles. Polls are now open. 60 seconds, get your vote in, make it count. And let's see who's joining Kane Caleb in the finals. See who's one step closer to getting that bag tonight. $200 is on the line. If you're a dope producer out there and you think that you're ready to battle, put your money where your mouth is, jump in the ring. 25 bucks will get you in Beat Economy 200 for a chance to win 200. 50 will get you in Beat Economy 500 for a chance to win 500. And 100 will get you in Beat Economy 1000 for a chance to win 1000. So 20 seconds left on the polls. This is close. This is a tight battle. This is no walk in the park. The polls are going crazy. It's very, very close. But it's very, very over. And producer number 1 takes it. Malik Bawa is going to the finals with Kane Caleb. So we're going to get that loaded up real quick. Shout out to the man with many styles, always doing your thing. Always, always, always doing your thing. And the fact that you made it to this far shows and prove you do your thing. So doesn't matter. You don't got to sound like every other producer out there. You don't got to sound like whatever else is out there. Bring your own style. And the man with many styles is proof of that. You could bring your own style, bring your own originality, your own creativity, and still do your thing. There's a market for every sound out there. There's an artist that will jump on anything. So somebody will like it. Somebody might not, but somebody will like it. You know what I'm saying? 15 years ago, it's debatable if somebody would have liked the Drizzy. But today, he's the top dog in the rap game. So it is what it is, you know? There's an audience for any artist, man. So shout out to the man with many styles. So I guess we don't need an intermission. We could just jump right into this. Kane Caleb versus Malik Bawa. Y'all ready for this? Is you ready for this? Kane Caleb versus Malik Bawa. First time in the battle for Malik, and he's in the finals. So that just shows and prove. You could be you right now sitting there watching this, thinking you got those dope beats in the stash, but you don't know if you're ready to battle or not. Jump in, man. You just never know. You might end up in the finals against Kane Caleb one day yourself. So we're going to jump right into it. Kane Caleb is going first. Best of 3. No further ado. As we say in T-Dot and in the UK, no long talking. All right, 60 seconds from Kane. Let's go.
Hey, okay, don't blow the speakers, bro.
Opening round to the finals, Kane Caleb. All right, let's see what Malik Bawa has to say in response to that. 60 seconds, let's go. First beat of the finals. Yeah, let's do it. Nice response. Very nice response. Very dope response. So we're going to go to the polls and see who's taking the first round of the finals tonight. Is it exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb or exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa? Polls are now open. Do the right thing. Vote for the better beat. And let's see who goes to the next round. Let's see who's going to walk home with the bag tonight. Polls are going crazy. That's what we like to see. 40 seconds left. Make sure you vote correctly. Exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. Got about 30 seconds left on the polls. Let's see who's taking the first round of the finals. This is a crazy battle, crazy matchup. The whole night was crazy. Salute to everybody tonight. Salute to everybody tonight. Homequist, Beans Beats, Kane Caleb, B Money Tech, Nispy, The Mad Black, produced by Jam, CJ Kami, All Banks, Butter, Sean Beats, Malik Bawa, Sound to Your Mind, Slumber Party, The Man with Many Styles, and Suiting Productions. So salute everybody that was in the battle tonight. Dope beats all around. Hope to see you all back next week, whether it's the 200, the 500, or the 1,000 for the big dogs. Producer number 2 is taking the first round of the finals, Malik Bawa. Crazy, crazy, crazy on both sides of the coin. Kane Caleb and Malik Bawa definitely doing their thing. But it's not over yet. We still got 1 or maybe 2 more beats left for tonight. Second beat of the finals, Kane Caleb. Let's see what you got.
Hey, yo, Kane, don't blow the speakers, bro.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. The melody is sick. That's how you do it. Kane Caleb, shouts out to Kane Caleb. Malik Bawa. Let's see if we end this right here or we go into a round 3. 60 seconds, Malik Bawa. Let's do it. I ain't got nothing to say. We go into the polls. You guys decide the fate of this battle. This was a sick battle. The whole battle was sick. Exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. Polls are now open. Do the right thing. Vote for the better beat. Let the better man walk home with the bag in his pocket. $200 on the line after this beat or the next beat. We're going to see. Polls are flying. Shout out to everybody tonight. All the producers, as I mentioned earlier. Shout out to Van City, Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, Scotia, Cali, New York, Jersey, Texas, Florida, Atlanta, Cleveland, Detroit, Boston. Shout out to Germany, France, Sweden, Italy, London. Shout out to Ghana, Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to the Gambia, Congo, Ethiopia. Shout out to Botswana, South Africa. Shout out to Egypt. Shout out to China. Shout out to India. Shout out to the folks down under, Australia. Shout out to Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Dominican Republic. Can't wait to get back there. Panama, can't wait to get back there. Jamaica, can't wait to get back there. Shout out to Trinidad, all of that, everybody. This is an international thing for producers. So polls are closed and it is a tie. That's how it goes down in the finals, man. It's a fight for the bag. This is no easy battle, man. This is a fight for the bag. So we're gonna go to round 3. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully somebody wins. Definitively. So Kane Caleb, I think this is the last beat you got in the stash. We might have one more laying around in case we have to do a round 4. But it is what it is. It was a tie according to the polls. You voted. I didn't. So third beat from Kane Caleb. 60 seconds. Let's get it in. All right, so that's the final beat from Kane Caleb. Gonna go to Malik Bawa and see what he has to round us off for tonight. 60 seconds. Let's get it in. There you go. Once again, so this is the best of 3. This might be the final beat for tonight. Vote properly. Do the right thing. Vote for the better beat. Exclamation vote space 1 for Kane Caleb. Exclamation vote space 2 for Malik Bawa. Polls are now open. Vote for the better beat, and let's see who walks home with the bag tonight. Salute both producers in advance, because you're both fire, you're both dope. Kane's been here many times, lost many times, and won many times, so he knows what it's like on both sides of the coin. Malik Bawa, first time on the platform, so we salute you coming in for the first time and making it all the way to the finals. That's dope. And again, any other producer out there who thinks they're ready to step up, you know what to do. You know what to do. Hit the website, battleofthebeatmakers.com. One of the longest running platforms in the world. 15 years. We've been doing this since 2005. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't new to this. Put a lot of producers on, a whole lot of producers on. Some of the producers that have dominated the last decade have started off on this platform. So, salute to all the producers up and coming. And of course, salute to all the vets that been doing their thing. Polls are closed. Drum roll. Malik Bawa steps up to the plate and takes it. Salute Malik Bawa, first time in Battle of the Beatmakers, Beat Economy 200. First time in the battle, first time on the platform, and he takes it. Salute to Kane Caleb, three-peat champion. You know what I'm saying? You definitely did your thing. And make sure you go check out Kane Caleb's joint that he just dropped. Very dope, very classic. Hot shit representing that UK shit. So make sure you guys follow Kane Caleb. Make sure you follow Malik Bawa. Follow all the producers that you've seen tonight. Shout out to everybody tonight. Malik Bawa taking it, walking home with the bag tonight. $200 richer than you were before you got here. And that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? We started this thing because of the lockdown. We're going to continue it beyond the lockdown, but it was started because of the lockdown. So, you know, quick on your feet. You got to just adapt to the times, you know. Can't do a venue, you bring it online. So we're going to keep this going. Beat Economy 200. Check the website for the schedule for 500 if you're down for the 500, or if you want to do the 1,000. We're definitely going to be doing that in July. July is going to be crazy. So this was just kind of like the building up to what's coming. So salute to everybody tonight. Salute to all the producers around the world. Once again, I'm going to shout out HomeQuest, Beans Beats, Kane Caleb, B Money Tech, Nispy, The Mad Black, produced by Jam, CJ Kami, Old Banks, Butter, Sean Beats, Malik Bawa, the new champ, Sound to Your Mind, Slumber Party, The Man with Many Styles, and Suiting Productions. There is one beat that we didn't play from Malik, so we're gonna just sign off with that winning beat. But before we even get there, just give us 1 sec. Do this right. Got to give the champ his proper due, proper respect. So we're gonna sign off with one of the beats that we didn't play from Malik. Y'all could just ride along to this as we wind down. Nah, there ain't no hate on here. Y'all can't hate Kane. Kane is super dope, man. You know what I'm saying? He lost some, he won some, and he's doing his thing. As I said, go check his new thing that he just dropped today. Some new hot shit. I peeped it. I like it. It's on his IG. Follow him on IG at Kane Caleb. But we're gonna get into a beat from Malik. As we wind down. All right, so that's how we signing off tonight. Everybody stay safe, be safe. Salute to Malik Bawa. Make sure everybody go follow him on IG at Malik Bawa _. You know, if you want to buy a beat, hit him up, buy a beat. He's already putting prices in the chat. I like that. Make some money, make some connects, get a placement out of, you know, artists collaborating with each other. That's what this is all about, man. Collaborate. I want to see the UK connect with Toronto, connect with New York, connect with Texas, connect with Ghana, connect with South Africa, connect with Germany, connect with France. That's what this is all about, man. Make a gumbo of the next sound. We want to create the next sound. You know what I'm saying? We don't want everybody playing and making the same beats that's already out there. Create your new shit. And to create that new shit, you might need a little bit of flavor from every producer from a different region, and you put that shit together and create some magic. So salute to all the producers out there. Salute to all the countries, the Western Hemisphere, Eastern Hemisphere. I shouted you out already. I'll shout you out again. But tune in next Thursday. The 500 is not going down this Sunday. July has a whole different schedule, so check out the website to go and register for 500 or the 1,000 that's coming back. As I said, the 1,000 has judges. 200 and the 500 is judged by your peers here, just like tonight. So if you're a producer that thinks you're ready to step up to the plate, you hit the website battleofthebeatmakers.com. 15 years in, we've been doing this, showing nothing but love for producers. So this is a way to help put some money in your pockets in between those royalty checks, in between those placements, in between those sync and licensing deals. You can come here every week and walk home with $200, $500, or $1,000. So we make money no matter what the weather is, no matter what the lockdown, no matter what the pandemic, no matter what the CV, no matter what is what. Producers got to eat. So let's keep it moving. I'm Clifton, signing off. Salute once again to Malik Bawa. Salute to all the producers tonight. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.